We continue our reading of Turn Your Eyes Upon Jesus, an invitation to spend a year with your best friend, a daily devotional by author George R. Knight. Today's reading, March 4, Taking God Seriously. Whoever therefore shall break one of these least commandments, and shall teach men so, he shall be called the least in the kingdom of heaven. But whosoever shall do and teach them, the same shall be called great in the kingdom of heaven. Matthew 5:19. No human being will be justified in his sight by works of the law, since through the law comes knowledge of sin. Romans 3:20. For by grace you have been saved through faith, and this is not your own doing, it is the gift of God, not because of works, lest any man should boast. Ephesians 2:8 and 9. Because we believe in grace and forgiveness and love, it is all too easy to think that God is so easygoing that it doesn't matter how we live or what we do. That is not so. Because He cares about us, He wants us to be as whole as possible in a sick world. Above all things, God wants our happiness, both now and eternally. And because He desires for us to be happy, He takes our needs seriously. We are important to Him. As a result, God is doing all He can to guide His people through life. In the process, He sets forth principles of life so that we can be healthier in our spiritual, physical, social, mental, and even vocational aspects. He gave many such principles to His ancient people in the Old Testament. Then, in the New Testament, He provided additional insight into the happy and healthy life. And He has continued to guide His people in modern times through the gifts of His Spirit. Jesus desires that we take God's counsels in the utmost seriousness, even those that may seem least or unimportant to us. It will not do to explain away this or that biblical instruction because it doesn't fit into our agenda. And Jesus tells us that we are not only to practice God's principles in our lives, but we are also to teach them to others. That instruction includes our responsibility as parents and family members, our opportunities in church, and our opportunities in the community and workplace. We are representatives of the King of the universe, and He desires us to take Him just as seriously as He does us and our needs and problems. Thus, as Christians, we will be faithful in both the least and the great things in God's book, and we will do it in the sweet Spirit of Jesus. Help us, Father, is our prayer. This concludes our reading today of Turn Your Eyes Upon Jesus.